Today I've got an interview with Here We Are Running. Chris, roll your intro.
Well, hi Chris, and first of all, thanks so much for having me on your channel, and big shout out to all your subscribers. For those of them that don't know me, my name's also Chris, and my channel's called Here We Are Running. We cover everything from races, training vlogs, reviews, and pretty much anything else running related.
So Chris, when did you start running?
You know what? I started running in life a lot later than I would have really liked to, looking back on it now. But hey, you can't turn the clock back. You can only look forward. And I'm making up for lost time, I guess. So I actually started running 4 years ago when, I guess you call myself middle-aged. I thought I need to get fitter. I need to look after myself a lot more than I had been. And I went along to my first park run at Reigate Priory Park. I went there in a white cotton t-shirt, a pair of shorts from God knows when, and a pair of trainers, just normal trainers. I ran it, I did it in just under 30 minutes, and I've never looked back. I just loved it. Fell in love with running at that point.
So what keeps you motivated to train now?
Two things really that keep me motivated in running. The first is I always like to have a challenge. There'll always be something that I'm aiming for. At the beginning of each year, I will set my running goals for the year. So I'll be looking to try and achieve them as the year progresses. That's a form of motivation to me. And if it's for a race or anything like that that I'm training for, or at the moment, no races, so a time trial, I will just get out there, build a training plan, and just work towards it, because I know if I do that, I'm going to be able to achieve those goals. And the other thing, of course, is that I do have a YouTube channel. I do record my running journey, and I do share that. I hold myself accountable on the channel, and I know I've got a subscription base there, people that enjoy watching the videos, and it helps motivate them. So I feel for them, I need to keep myself motivated so that I'm producing good quality content and just sharing that journey.
What's your favourite distance to run?
Now, I've enjoyed running pretty much every different distance, from 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons. I've run 2 marathons, and I've even run a 50K on the trails a couple of weeks ago. So, which of those is my favourite distance? I'm going to say it's the half marathon distance, but you know, it can chop and change depending on what I'm aiming for. I do like marathons as well. It's a lot of hard work and a lot of investment of time, but that is certainly the area I want to improve upon the most. But I think in terms of races, yeah, half marathons, that's got to be my favourite distance at the moment.
What's your future running plans and goals?
So as I mentioned, at the beginning of every year, I always set out my running goals. So I did that for 2020, but of course, 2020 has not been a normal year. So things have had to be a bit flexible, we've moved around a bit, but we have achieved some of them already. The real stretch one for me this year was to achieve a sub 20-minute 5K, which I actually managed to do a few weeks ago. So really pleased with that. The one that is unlikely to have achieved this year, that I will want to do at some point in time, is to run a marathon without walking at all. I've run 2 marathons, both of them I've had to walk during them. The better of the 2 was sub 4 hours, but I figure I can get a better time than that. But I don't want to really think about time when I'm running my next marathon. I just want to think about running at a pace that I can achieve and continue at that pace and not tire myself out later on in the marathon and then have to walk parts of it. So that's the key running goal that probably won't happen this year, but maybe next year.
If you were to give advice to new runners, what would it be?
My top tip for new runners, well, don't have to think about this one too much. I just have to remember what I was like when I was a new runner. And what I was like when I was a new runner, as I say, I went down to the park runs. Every time I tried to make it my fastest run. And that will work for a while. You will naturally get faster and faster if you keep running and running hard each time you run. But you can only sustain that for so long. And after a while, you're going to find yourself burning out or getting injured. And you're quite likely to stop enjoying running if you do that. So what I would say to every new runner is you don't have to run fast every time you run. Yeah, in fact, you don't want to. If you're training, you want the majority of your training runs to be easy pace, like I'm doing today. I'm having a conversation with you and I'm keeping things nice and easy. I have a heart rate monitor on and I'm making sure my heart rate stays in zone 3 or lower. And then I will concentrate on some specific speed work, and that is what's gonna, combination of both of that, is gonna ultimately get me fitter, stronger, and able to run faster.
Thanks, Chris. Some really great answers.
Chris, it's been an absolute pleasure, and thanks so much again for having me on your channel. This has been great fun whilst I've been out on my Sunday morning run. But goodbye for now.
Right, so I'm going to give you no excuses. I'm going to put a link up there, down there, at the end of this video. So please go and check out his fantastic channel. And in the meantime, let's go for a run.